It's finished a 2-2 draw here at Silver Street between Woodland Rovers and Bristol Manor Farm, and we're here with David Steele for post-match thoughts. David, what do you make of tonight's game?
Eventful, I think, Max. It was very lively throughout, a frantic game, and probably typical to the games that they've had in recent weeks in terms of they attacked very well, and we obviously were going to throw punches back tonight in terms of being at home. And it's difficult because we've got ourselves 2-0 and I don't know when they got the first, but can't have been much more than 10 minutes to go, and we did everything that we needed to do this evening except for stop the big man who came on, Dylan Tate, and he's scored 2 really good goals. And if I'm being really picky, and I need to be, because we need to get wins rather than draws, we didn't get tight enough on the second. We allowed him to turn and he still smashed it in the top corner. And they've got the luxury of having a very good player coming on. We've kept Louis Britton quiet all night. We've kept Bissett quiet all night, and Donny Mead, and it's just not enough when they bring on a sub. And disappointing, it really is. And I think I'm more disappointed with the results that have gone on before tonight, because although you're 2-0 up and they've come back, because they do it all the time, week in, week out, it should be a half decent point. But because of the results that's gone on before Saturday, the draw against Malvern, you're then bitterly disappointed that you haven't held on and got the 3 points. And it's one of them. We move on to Saturday. It was a decent game of football. I think anybody watching would have said that.
So looking at Manor Farm's recent results, tonight was never really going to be a quiet 0-0. So obviously went 2-0 up. Were you happy amount of chances we created? And so for a large portion of the game, we did keep a couple of the top goal scorers in the division quite quiet.
Yeah, that's it. And you obviously you pinpoint those players, and you don't change the way you play because we back ourselves, but we did. They move around very well, the midfield, and they put this in behind the striker before half time, and sort of went with 4 against our 3. But our lads did really well. We defended our box very, very well. But as the game goes on, they make a change, and they ended up playing 4-2-4 come the end. Ollie Sully on the right, and Dylan Tate and Louis Britton, and I think Donny Mead ended up in midfield in the end. So they're literally going all out attack. But you've got to respect that. They've done very well. They've scored as many as they've conceded for a few weeks now. And if we could have held on for a clean sheet, that would have been an unbelievable achievement. And we haven't. And you've got to show a bit of respect to the other team, because not many teams keep them quiet, do they? Like I say, I'm looking back over the last few weeks and kicking ourselves with that rather than tonight. And I'm going to go home and think we should have held on and won the game. We didn't. And Manor Farm are a good side. They're definitely going to be in the top 3. I can't see how they're not going to be. And we'll move on.
We've got another tough one Saturday, playing Evesham. What are your thoughts going into that match?
We need to dust ourselves down, be ready, and go to Evesham, who this year seems to be doing what they've wanted to do for a while, which is being in and around the playoffs early on. They're normally historically slow starters, and what they're second in the league, so we know we're going to be in for a very, very tough game. But again, nothing phases us. It's just that reality of we've drawn 6 league games out of 10, and I've just said to the boys, we've played 15 games this season and only once have we been really bad. And it's bizarre that we've just not got the points that I feel we should deserve. But we'll keep going. We'll keep the positivity, and I'm sure the momentum will come. But you can't keep having it every week. I can't keep coming and talking to you guys and saying we could have had more, because we haven't had more. And eventually something's going to have to give a little bit. We might need a scrappy 1-0 after getting battered for 90 minutes, and maybe that's on Saturday.
If you could single out any player for individual praise today, who would it be?
I struggle with that as well, Max, to be honest, because I think everybody was decent, really good. And I think if you go down the spine of the team, I think Jamie and Ross equally, because they've kept he scored 20 goals this year. They've kept him quiet. And Jack Kennell just improves every week, and I think I'd probably say Jack Kennell, and Owen's got his 2 goals. And I think based on how he's going about things at the moment, young Jack is the one that I would single out for the extra special praise, because nothing phases him. He's great on the ball. He puts his foot in. He drives in possession, and I'll go with Jack.
Thank you very much, David. All the best for Saturday, mate.
Thanks, Matt.